Okay, I'm on top of a tower at a place called Jenkins Creek. Let's see what we can see from here. A few miles from the park, Bayport. And we got a boat sitting out there. And that's full zoom. Can't get much further out than that. Alright, this is back from July 2016 when I was just getting used to working this camera. What you're looking at here, people, is a mirage. The boat's not a mirage, but what it is surface mirage. The water itself is a mirage, and that mirage is actually what hides the water beyond the boat. Look at the water, how when it rises up, you can see it beyond the boat, further back. This is how mirages work, and anything that sticks up higher, you will visibly be able to see it. Anything down low with that water would be in the mirage, and it will hide it. I did a lot of these videos from up here, and I wanted to share them. And look at the water ripples as you get the calm spots and the ripply spots. And the farther you go out, the water just vanishes into the miraging surface of the water. So the water itself is the mirage. The boat's not the mirage. That is a little boat out there with a couple of guys in it. And I wasn't sure what I was actually going to see when I was up here for the first time. And this is actually the first time that I went to this observation tower. And it's located in a place called Jenkins Creek. It's a fishing area. And across the street is a little park. It's Jenkins Creek Park. And they have this observation tower there. It's a couple of miles from where I usually film at Bayport. I haven't really checked, but I will as I go through some of these videos and I share them with everybody. Because what you'll see is you'll see a different appearance of the water almost every day. And I have several days that I can share and show you the difference in this bird rack that I found that I could see actually the Bayport bird rack from there, and also Cutter's Rock, which was very interesting. Now, I'm going to probably cut and edit some of the other footage just so I can go through it a little bit quicker and show you this bird rack at different, well, under different conditions. And here's the bird rack, and you can see that being that I'm in July, we get a lot of light distortion, okay, because the light does distort objects. And the miraging effect, the atmospheric effect, and the water that's beyond it is just actually turns into a mirror. And if you look at the definition of mirage and you find out where the word mirage derived from, it actually derived from the word mirror. So they put it in front of your face. They tell you that it's a mirror, mirage, mirror, and it is just mirroring the sky farther beyond it. But now I'm up about 45 feet. That tower that you see there, the bird rack, is about 15 feet high. So if you stack 3 of them on top and maybe a little bit more for my height that I'm standing at, you'll have eye level. So all of what you see beyond that bird rack is mirroring water. It's miraging water. It's like looking across a surface that is on top of the road. And when you watch cars go through a mirage, what happens to them? They vanish. Half of them vanish, or even sometimes the whole car vanishes. There's Cutter's Rock, believe it or not. And I recently found it here the last couple of days. I've been up there filming again with a lot better visibility, and it's not as distorted as this. So I will be sharing some of the footage from yesteryear and also some from recently. Now look at this boat. He's not flying in the air. Now the boat's not a mirage. Now what you see underneath the boat is the mirroring effect occurring that's on the surface of the water. So you get the boat mirroring itself. Above is the real boat. Below is the mirroring boat. The downward refraction will occur as the boat gets farther and farther out into that mirage area or the mirroring area. It will literally pull the boat downward and the hull will vanish first. And I have many, many observational proofs of this. So I will be sharing it. And hopefully I will get people to watch it because I think it's pretty cool. Because you'll see how this water line changes where some of my footage shows the water line halfway up the backside of that bird rat. So different parts of the day will give you different views, and I've gone up here in the morning, afternoon, and in the evenings to see the difference firsthand for myself to see how it occurs. Now a lot of this footage that I've got, geez, I must have 50, 60 videos of being up on top of this observation towers that I'm thinking that I really need to share because I think it shows some important footage, and it also shows you how different atmospheric conditions will change the looks and shapes of this water. Whether we have sunny days, which today is obviously, you can see there that it is bright sunny day, not a lot of clouds in the sky, so I have full sun beaming down. Plus two, like I said, it's in July, so July is very hot and humid here, usually in Florida. And it's fairly windy. It's not a real windy day. You can see some of the chop, but look how you can see that water that rises up. And that's because when it rises up, my camera can resolve it and catch it, and then it vanishes back down into the mirage, into the mirroring effect. Now, I try to put things in simplicity, well, in simple terms, just so it's easier for people to understand. Because we make things a lot more complicated than it actually is, because it's pretty obvious that something's going on out here on the surface of the water. And that's exactly what I want to show, how the surface miraging effect will make things vanish. It will make things disappear or make things hardly visible to see. Now look at this other boat that's even farther out there now. That was that boat that I was tracking earlier. Now he's farther out there, and I'm not quite as zoomed in on it, but you can see how he's practically gone. You know, you can't really see it that much. Now here I'm going to zoom in on it, and look at it. It's all distorted. You can't make heads or tails out of it, and you can't even see that the hull is vanishing. All you see is just this distorted object flying across the water. You know, when you go out and you do observations and you see these different effects occur, you try to figure them out. And that's what I've been doing for the last two and a half years, is trying to really figure out and also give my definition of what I see in a simple, easy explanation. Just to make it obvious and easy for people to understand why and how I see things. You know, and it is really hard to put words to these, especially when you were brainwashed half your life with them telling you you lived on a globe, and you come to find out that you're not living on a globe, a spinning ball in space, and this magical force of gravity is keeping us all stuck to the spinning ball. I think the centrifugal force alone would create all kinds of problems for for this plane. Now you see how distorted that rack is out there. You also see the boat is getting distorted too the farther it goes away from me. And that's one of the things that I want to bring to people's attention, that light, the sunlight itself will distort objects too. With the bright light shining on it, it creates a glare off the boats. And, you know, again, the farther that boat gets out, the more the glare occurs. And then before long, you can't even see it. It's just a blob, just floating on what appears to be the sky, but it's not the sky. Again, the water actually is mirroring the sky, so it will appear that these boats are floating in the sky, which they are not. We know boats don't fly. Um, Even a flats boat don't fly. Even though I can haul ass across the water, I'm still on the water. And all these boats that I will show you in my videos are pretty interesting. I got a few that are really cool, and really shows a lot of surface um, mirage. And again, you know, mirages occur on level surfaces, so in turn, you have to take that into consideration. Now, I know I'm going to get some Globers come on here and tell me I'm a stupid flat tard and everything. I'm not looking for all that kind of garbage on my channel. So if, you know, you trolls want to come and troll my channel and tell me how stupid I am just going to delete your comments, because I I really don't want the drama on my channel. And I've fallen into, you know, you guys before, where you come on and you make me say nasty, mean things to you, and I'm not going to fall into that category anymore. All right, well, I'm going to cut this video a little short, because I think that this was all there was to it. And I was waiting for this boat to come out on the other side, which I do catch it later on, but I'm going to save that for another video. All right, I appreciate y'all watching, and just keep an eye out, because I have really a lot of very interesting views to show you the changes of this water. At all different times of the day, evening, so you can kind of grasp it yourself and see with your own eyes, and you judge for yourself. I don't want to tell you what to think. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye now.